So this tank, just as the other 33 gallon long that we've been doing some videos on in the past, are both at a school locally where we live. And we've set them up here. This one's been going for about a month, the other one for 2 months since school started here. And both the tanks are doing really well. So we stocked it. Obviously there's a lot of action here. There's a bunch of Buenos Aires Tetras, which are all the ones that got kind of red, black, and silverish gray on them. And it's really important, I think, to have some kind of tetra to keep the other fish moving. My favorite, the electric blue Cara, we got 2 of them in here. This is definitely a male, and we're pretty sure the other one's a female. We also got 6 firemouth cichlids, and then a convict cichlid. And it looks like there's 2 firemouths that hold up in their shell. They might have laid some eggs. That would be cool. So out of all the fish that are in here, these came from our tanks at my house. We've bred the Acara. We bred the firemouths. These particular Acara are the ones that we bought, and we bred others that the babies are raising up. But the firemouths are ones that we've raised up. They'll still keep growing. The tetras we bought. The plecos we bred. Oh yeah, and the convict cichlid we also raised. He was the last one out of our batch of convicts. So the wisteria is not doing so well in here. The tetras absolutely obliterated it. But that was kind of to be expected. I was kind of thinking maybe they destroyed all of the plants, but we have Java fern and Vallisneria in here are the only plants that are thriving. And we don't dose any fertilizers for them. So. The filtration, we have a pretty large, I don't know what brand it is. I don't know what brand it is, but it's a pretty large overhang filter that pulls water in there, pushes it out. And we also have a mini sponge, which is another one here, which are probably not doing as much filtration, but are adding more oxygen to the water more than doing filtration. Obviously got some pretty large pieces of wood here and here. We've added a coconut hut there that fish can go inside for hiding. There's a little shell here, although I don't think you want to hide there. And then got this shell here, which there's currently a firemouth cichlid in there. So yeah, the substrate here is eco-complete, and then some of the white is just some crushed coral to try to raise the water hardness just a little bit, because we've had some cases in our tanks just down the street here where our water's been really soft. So now we're just gonna quickly just talk about how we're feeding these guys. We have 3 little pill containers that we use once morning, noon, and evening, and we're gonna be kind of mixing up their diet a little bit with the foods we've got in here, which don't have to and you want to make sure you're giving them a variety, giving them some veggie, giving them some protein. We aren't doing any frozen or live foods right now, but doing the best we can with giving them variety with dry foods. So I think I'm gonna do this. We'll do some of the color enhancing flakes, which is more protein, I think. We'll do that in the morning. And then we'll do here at noon, probably the tropical flicks. Like that. And in the evening, we'll do maybe some pellets. Okay, this hurts. Alright. One thing I'll say, just when you're feeding them, try not to get like water inside these things, because that'll the fish food will rot and stuff. Now I'm going to keep each little portion pretty small, because we're feeding them 3 times each day. I mean, you can use this principle for your own sake. Eat, more meals, but in a smaller portion. It goes the same for fish. Students are only here Monday through Friday, and at Saturday we're going to feed them. We feed them each Saturday, but on Sunday we let them fast, just usually because our day is pretty busy, but mainly just because it's good for fish. Every once in a while take a little break and not eat. But I'm going to do some of these pellets. I don't remember, I think they're extreme pellets. Extreme. And then some of these fluval flakes. Boom. Also add a little bit of these kelp flakes. Just add some veggie, because I didn't add any today. It's important, at least in this specific tank, to give them some veggie, because these Buenos Aires tetras love to eat plants. You can see they gnaw down that wisteria back there. So make sure you add some veggie, if you have any Buenos Aires tetras. And there's lots of things in the hobby you can do, on your own. That can be really fun and fulfilling. But one of the things, if you're, an experienced fish keeper, you've been keeping fish for a little while, is to help someone else get into the hobby. And sometimes just helping someone else set up a tank, and just letting them enjoy it as well. And of course, spreading knowledge and teaching other people about things can be really fulfilling. So there's something to think about.